Hi guys, it's Jackie. It's still weird for me to just speak into a camera directly, but I thought today I would react to the Karma version of Ceremony on YouTube. I haven't been able to react to it yet, haven't been able to listen to it just because I couldn't find the time. I know Bless has already recorded her reaction to it. We just couldn't figure out a time to, do it together or anything like that. But I don't know who's going to upload this first, but let's just hop right into it and see what the Karma version is about. Okay. Do you like? I love the pixelated. I love this. Yes. This is going off. Shit. Okay. Honestly, I really love the animation. Okay. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love this because like I really do a lot of like noisy music, so it's like this is really amazing. This is great. This look, I don't even know what to say. Like honestly, wow. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. Like somehow it makes it kind of sound like a completely different song, which is okay. I love this. This is great. I yeah. I don't even know what to say. Like, yes. Like I said, like it sounds like a completely different song, which is okay. Wow. Okay. 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 Great. Okay, that was the cover version. I have a lot of thoughts. But also I don't know how to kind of express them. Um, I don't know. Like I think I just said that the festival version of Ceremony is my favorite version. Um, it still is, but the Karma version is just so different that you can't even compare those two. So I'm definitely going to be playing this on repeat for sure. It's amazing. The video is so cute with the animations, the pixelated art. Um, and yeah, for now, I thought we could take 2 or 3 random quizzes I found. Um, I know Bless took one that gives you your karma song. I'm not going to be doing the same because I just did it randomly off camera when she sent it to me. And, just going to bring some variety into it, I guess. So we'll see what kind of quizzes I can find. Okay, I found 3 quizzes, which I thought would be fun to do. This one is going to be What Stray Kids song are you? Which are titles and B-sides up until 2020. made by Sarang X. I'm just gonna put in my name. Okay, who's your bias? I mean, mentioned that in our last video. Okay, what music video is your favorite? None of these options are results. Okay. Oh, okay, that's a lot. Okay, okay, Blueprint, Top, Double Knot, Levanter, Side Effects, Miro, Victory Song 19, I'm You, Get Cool, My Side, My Pace, Voices, Awkward Silence, District 9, Mirror, Grow Up, Elevator, Young Wings, Mixtape on Track, and Mixtape Gone Days. I would have to say Miro. I feel like, yeah, that's a good music video. Out of these B-sides, which one is your favorite? Also, none of these options are results. Oh, okay, I misread that. Like, I thought it meant they don't, like, the option doesn't matter for the result I'm gonna get, but apparently those songs aren't going to be. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Phobia, Haven, Sunshine, TMT, Boxer, Hero Soup, Insomnia, Third Eye, School Life, and Slump. I feel like for me it's between Haven and TMT, but I would have to go with Haven, especially because that was our encore song in London, which was great. Why do you stand Stray Kids? Pick the best answer that can't read. That most suits you. I really like the members. I really like the music. I really like their choreography. They give me confidence. They make me feel understood. I feel like obviously it's gonna be like a mix out of everything, but I really like the members. Yeah. Choose the lyrics that most resonate with you. Okay, actually I'm lonely. I hate the night sky that has no answer. Answer day 6 all alone. I feel like this is going to be very telling, but we'll see. The love that gives and gives gets thrown away in the streets, stacking up like dead leaves. When spring comes, it turns into dirt, but I put my hopes up for a new sprout. Akmu, give love. Don't be afraid, face it with more strength, because we're hotter than anyone else under the sun. 80s wave. So far, this is the only one I know. Like, I'm actually like pretty new to this whole K-pop thing. I only got into Stray Kids last November, I want to say, because Bless pulled me into this, so thanks for that. Tried to hold on to clouds, but I couldn't hold on to your sky. In the dark night sky, the moonlight pours into your eyes. Want us? Blue sky? The day that will wait for us, we will shine the light on each other. NCT Dream. Best friend. I'll only think about the good times when things are hard. It will get brighter today, the sunrise. Victon? Sunrise. I'm just not gonna comment on that. Anyways, what concept style do you like best from Stray Kids? Cute, sexy, powerful, playful, soft, emotional. I mean, again, everything. I would say playful? I don't know. Pick something pretty. A night sky full of stars. Okay, I already am locking this in because like I'm very into astronomy, stars, whatever. Night sky. A flower in the crack of a sidewalk. Ocean waves crashing on the shore. Oh, that's also a good one. Wind chimes softly raining. I can't read. Wind chimes softly ringing. Gently rising high notes in a song you love. Real genuine smiles. Okay, I'm still picking this one, but that would also be an option, and that one. What do you think is the biggest flaw? Lack of self-confidence. Lack of self-awareness. Lack of self-care. Overthinking. Distrusting. Being apathetic. Nothing. So, those... Well, in one word, how would your friends describe you? Caring, creative, funny, anxious, busy, easygoing, confident, unique. I feel like caring, probably. Lastly, pick some clouds. Okay. Let's see. I feel like this one. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Astronaut, okay. Well, aren't you cute? I can feel you radiating from here. You have a smile that can light up a room, maybe even a nation, and a personality to match. You find beauty in the smallest of things, even if it's in a very creepy alley that your friends have told you multiple times it's not safe. No one knows how you do it, but your mind just works in a way that's able to pick up on pretty things that nobody else seems to see like you. And yeah, maybe you're in your own world half the time, dreaming of fantasy worlds or tonight's dinner, but that's just you, and I think you're pretty cool. This one, it's a bit too accurate. I mean, as someone who's really into reading the fantasy, romance genre, yes, for sure. We're just gonna keep going with the next one. So, who's your Stray Kids bias? Find out the truth. I think you already know your Stray Kids bias. Wrong. This quiz will analyze your personality, vibes, and unhinged decisions to determine who actually owns your heart. Prepare for emotional damage. Made by Duekibito. Okay, again. Let's see. Okay. Which word describes your ideal bias? Ooh, okay. Confident, talented, cute, loyal, charismatic, soft-spoken, mysterious, and funny. Loyal. Like, that is, for me personally, the most important thing. If you could have one Stray Kids member as your best friend, what would they be like? A hardworking and inspiring role model, a sweet and caring type, a reliable leader, a funny troublemaker, a cool and independent person. I feel like for best friend, I somehow always vibe with those people. If you could spend a day with a member, what would you do? Have a deep conversation over coffee, go on an adventure hiking amusement park road trip, play games and have friendly competition, stay in and watch movies while eating snacks, go shopping and take aesthetic photos. Okay, that's a hard one. I feel like I would go with this one because just because of the amusement park, because like, dude, like, get me into an amusement park and you will not see me like resting for a single second. Like, I will be going onto every single roller coaster. But to just vibe, I would probably say stay in and watch movies. What's your favorite Stray Kids subunit? I love them all. Volca Racha, Dance Racha, and 3 Racha. I feel like obviously I love them all, but if I had to choose, yeah. Pick a color that represents your bias. Black, green, blue, pink, yellow. I mean, yeah. Your bias invites you over. What do you bring as a gift? A random rock you found because it looked cool. Okay. A framed picture of yourself. Self-love is important. A full meal because they're always hungry. A plushie so they'll think of you when they sleep. Nothing because your presence is the best gift. Probably a full meal because I do love to cook and bake and I do love bringing food over. So, yeah. What's your vibe when your bias posts a new selfie? Save it immediately for research purposes? Zooming in on every detail like a detective, commenting "marry me" even though they won't see it, screaming, crying, throwing up, staring at it for 10 minutes in silence. I feel like it's a good mix of the first one and the last two. But my first thing is just like, I'm not even really rigid. I can't think of the word. Oh my god, no. It's just like my thoughts are just instantly like, okay, I have to save it and then I can look at it. You know, like as soon as I see it's a selfie, I'm like, okay, saving. Um, okay. You're in a zombie apocalypse with stray kids. What's your survival strategy? Hide behind Changbin and hope his gym gains help. Just accept your fate and vibe with the zombies. Follow Hyunjin, he'll outrun the zombies but look good doing it. Stick with Sungmin so you can at least laugh before dying. Sacrifice yourself because your bias needs to live. Team up with Chan and because he'd make a 10-step. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, I feel like this is the safest choice. Also because like I too am like a very organized person. I have to plan out everything and I couldn't deal with like someone being very um impulsive, I guess. But that one would be like a good second choice. If your bias gave you a nickname, what would it be? Something cute like puppy or baby, something savage like loser or gremlin, something completely random like broccoli. They just forget your name entirely. Your full government name just to scare you. Um, I feel like this one. Your bias suddenly shows up at your house. What do you do? Stare in shock and forget how to speak. Slam the door because you're not emotionally ready. Ask them if they're lost and offer them food. That one. Because like I always say that even to Bless, like if I ever saw them in public, I you no I don't understand how people can just walk up to like any celebrity for that matter. It's not just stray kids. I no no I couldn't like don't perceive me like I'll support you from over here like just do not like please don't I don't like it. um oh Sungmin, okay, the savage but caring one. Oh, you got Sungmin, congrats. You love people who roast you for fun but actually care about you a lot. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I like. I mean, I would have been happy with any result because I love them all. So, but that one is great. Yeah, yeah, I love this. Okay, so last one is which Stray Kids member are you? Okay, which Stray Kids member are you based off of random questions I made up in the middle of the night? Extremely accurate? No, but it's actually just random stuff I associate with the members, so it's extremely subjective and inaccurate. More like which Stray Kids member do I see you as? Also, I was trying to make it aesthetic, hence the first question. But it kind of got out of hand. Low. Sorry for the long questions. Anyway, have fun. Stay. I love you. Bye, Fufu. Okay. I actually already love the introduction, so we'll see. Pick your favorite flower out of these. Yep. Nope. Sunflower. It'll always be a sunflower for me. Ay, okay. Pick a childhood incident of mine. Accidentally ripping out both of my brother's front teeth because I thought I could drag him across the floor with the belt he was holding in his mouth. Ayo, okay. My brother and I getting a bowl of milk and sliced carrots to sit in the grass outside whenever it rained, pretending to be homeless kittens, wallowing in self-pity because our cat mom left us. I feel like that's not a universal experience. At least not for me, but okay. Getting nosebleeds while taking a test in elementary school, so my teacher just kind of let me chill on the couch at the back of the classroom and finish the test for me. I got full marks. Getting shot in the eye with a Nerf gun at my own birthday party. Oh, that one. Okay. Solving extremely hard math problems, the 4 basic operations, in front of my peers, trying to prove that I'm more intelligent than any of them will ever be. Everybody hated me. I was voted class president in elementary school, but some people weren't exactly happy with that. I wonder why. And confronted me at the end of class. I just started crying and resigned again. Lol. Shit. Are you okay? Chewing my own hair off before going to sleep and putting it next to my bed until one day my grandma found out and was like, stop. My brother and I kneeling in front of our TV, worshipping a garden hose that was being advertised for an hour straight. Yo, okay. I would have to. I feel like it's between this one and this one. That one because I was. I was also kind of that person. Not like in the I had to show it in front of everyone else, but I did kind of need to do that for myself, to just be like, okay, I did thrive on my intelligence. That was the only thing I had. At least that's what I thought back then. So yeah, and that one, because I didn't rip my brothers, yeah. I do have a brother, but I was talking. I didn't rip out my sister's front teeth, but I did accidentally kind of cut off the tip of her finger. So we're just hurting everyone. Anyways, pick a dream I once had. My bestie and I were on stage with BTS at one of their concerts, but for some reason we turned into worms and just kind of wobbled around the stage until my bestie exploded. Okay. My Spanish teacher flirting with my dad at my birthday party. Stray Kids member giving me one of his hats, telling me to give it back the next time we meet, but for some reason my grandma cut it into pieces after saying she just wanted to take a look at it so I could never give it back to him. I had a dog, but then I woke up and cried because I don't actually have a dog. Nikki from Enhypen doing a live called Make a Pizza with Me, but for some reason the pizza was his shirt and he just kept putting ingredients on himself, but the more ingredients he added, the stranger they got, until he just put like a whole tuna on his shirt at the end. I was flabbergasted. I don't even know what the stream was about, but I remember there being a skeleton, and for some reason said skeleton was oddly attractive. My mom seeing one of my classmates eat rice off the street, telling me that they're going to make us jealous by showing off that they have rice in public. So she went on to stomp on their rice. It was a zombie apocalypse, but my grandma suddenly appeared in our front yard with a pot of spaghetti in her hands, along with the recipe that said homogeneous. At one point, my brother was like, homo means gay. Yeah, that, yeah. Pick a random object in my room. A worry eater from when I was like 9 with a single piece of paper inside that says, I caught my brother and his girlfriend making out. Yikes. Barbie temporary tattoo, which I thought my friend gave to me, but she was like, no. So I actually don't know where it came from. I just kind of had it one day. The Bible. I'm an atheist. Death Note I bought when I was 12 with Donald Trump car accident written outside. A wrinkled heart balloon that says happy 14th birthday, but I can't bring myself to throw it away because mentally I'm still there. I feel that. Oh my god. Doodle of a cat my brother made on vacation while waiting for me to finish throwing up in the hotel bathroom. Hotel bathroom. Story I had to write for class in elementary school that was pretty much just a huge copy of the plot of the Minions, except I was the main character. My teacher laughed at. Box with little love letters for my crush I made in middle school while feeling a little silly after watching To All the Boys I've Loved Before, but they're like so embarrassing it physically hurts to read them. I'm gonna leave this uncommented. Pick an out of context sentence my friend has said. My bowl is a little shy. Cheesecake with food coloring. Okay, she'll start stuttering, stammering. I don't know. You have the attention span of a walnut. If I died, would you do my dailies and pull on I'll hate them spanner for me, please? I'm an apple tree, but I wish I were a palm tree. Aren't pelicans those things that deliver babies? I have a lot of men, but no man has me. I'm a newborn. Goo goo gaga. Okay. Yeah. Especially for the I'll hate them call out. Yeah. Pick a liminal space that speaks to you. Oh shit, okay. Okay, now we're getting... This is a great test. Like, I a quiz, whatever. I like these detailed ones. A bus stop on a cold winter's night, even though you are wrapped... Okay, there's a flame around. Even though you're wrapped in your warmest clothes in the chilly air around you... Wait, what? Oh, so there's no punctuation. Maybe? Shit, okay. Makes you shiver from time to time. Every now and then a bus drives by. Most of the people inside are on their phone, chatting or calling their loved ones. You assume. Sometimes they look up and see you, giving you a small smile, a nice gesture, you think, smiling back until the bus leaves and you are left on your own again. The hallways are dimly lit, and you can make out scratching noises from time. No. Like, no. This is already out of question. No, no. Mm-mm. There's bright light pouring in through the windows, illuminating the hallway on the left. The grass beneath your feet feels soft and warm, and you feel contact with your life. The right side, however, the light doesn't reach. It's gloomy and it makes you feel uneasy. You want to face it, but get consumed by fear every time you try. You're unready, not yet, you think. You still have plenty of time. The smell of chlorine lingers in the air. You think it's somewhat comforting. The water is lukewarm, making all of your muscles relax as soon as you enter. You hadn't even realized how tense your body was. You turn onto your back, close your eyes, and let the water carry you around the endless hallway, forgetting all your worries. Along the way, all your worries along the way. You haven't felt this peaceful in a long time, you think, and smile to yourself, not knowing if you will ever get yourself to leave again. Okay. The bright red lights leave a burning sensation in your eyes. Sometimes they start blinking and you get a headache, along with strange pictures popping up in your head. No, thank you. The air feels a bit stuffy. The water slides are a nice way to occupy yourself, bringing out your inner child again. You feel a sense of comfort, remembering how you used to do this with your friends. Quite a lot. It's been a while since you last saw them. You catch yourself reminiscing a little, hoping your friends are doing alright, but quickly go back to playing on the slides, trying to drown out the feelings of emptiness that is starting to gnaw inside you. Shit, that's a bit too real. That already looks like a hallway out of a horror movie. The hallway is empty and dim, the only source of light being the small neon green lights on the walls. You can hear people talking behind the doors, and you are sure you can make out the voices of your friends and family behind some of them. But you are unable to open any of the doors. If you try to knock or draw attention to you in any way, they will become silent until you leave again. Nobody will ever let you inside. You are stuck in the hallway by yourself. You try to get used to and find comfort in your solitude, but you know that if you were ever given the chance to, you would have joined your loved ones in a heartbeat. No. Mm-mm. The light coming in from above is blindingly bright, so you decide not to look up into the sky too much. The grass feels somewhat prickly on your skin, and the flowers leave a lingering, slightly sweet scent in the air. It reminds you of your childhood, though you are only left with hazy memories, unable to remember any of the people closest to you. No, that I would hate that. No. Mm-mm. I feel like... I feel like this one. Probably. I don't know. Pick one of my childhood crushes. Okay, sure. Sure, okay. I feel like Roderick. I've never watched. I think it's Adventure Time. Sue me. I've never watched Cars. I was never into it. I don't care. I think he's from Horton. Here's a who? Simon is Simon. Link, obviously. That is such a weird crush. And Ninjago? Lego Ninjago? I also never watched it. It just wasn't popular when I was younger. Pick a Mario Kart character. Might go to Rosalina. Always. Pick a fear I have. I fear getting off the bus at the wrong station literally every time I drive home. Me. Like, this is why I also cannot fall asleep in a bus, in a train, whatever. Like, I can't do this. I've been taking that bus for the last 6 years. Like, I keep checking if it's the right stop like 10 times. And I know that it is, but because I have eyes and can read, but my mind is still like, what if you're hallucinating and it actually isn't? So I just live with the fear of getting off at the wrong stop every day. People hearing me breathe, like it physically gets harder for me to breathe normally if I'm in a room with other people. If someone is too close, I literally stop breathing until they back off again. Is this normal? I don't think it is. Man, valid. Like, no explanation needed. This is valid, yeah. Saying thank you to people, but my voice is really quiet. What if they don't hear me and think I'm rude for not thanking me? Me. I'm extremely paranoid about about my siblings hiding under my bed for some reason. Like, what if they're trying to scare me or something and are hiding under my bed while I'm in my room talking to myself, pretending I'm being interviewed on a TV show, thinking I'm alone, but like, I'm actually not? That's why I take a look under my bed every time I enter my room. Okay, I cannot relate to that one. Because as the oldest child, I was the one to put that fear into my sister. I didn't hide under her bed. I just, jumped out at her. Around corners. Anyways, my Spanish teacher. That woman is a ticking time bomb. Okay. Horror movies. I'm that person that's like, nah, not scary at all. But then I'll be thinking about it for the rest of my life. I'd actually like to watch them, but I literally can't because I know any of the scary pictures will be stuck in my head forever. And then like randomly pop up in my head at night when I need to go to the toilet, but I have to go through a dark hallway to reach the bathroom. I watched it when I was 11 and it traumatized me. I'm not ever making that mistake again. Okay, question is, were you watching the remake when you were 11 or the old one? Because that means you're still pretty young. I mean, younger than me. Someone smashing my spine with a hammer out of nowhere. Okay, that's... I feel like... yeah, that one, because it's not just like the thing, like not anyone hearing me thank them, but people have to tell me to repeat myself loads of time because I'm so quiet when I'm actually talking to someone. Pick a bad habit of mine. Being extremely stubborn during an argument. If I'm convinced of my opinion, like I can't just apologize and or agree with the other person to end the fight because I'm right and the other person has to agree with me because they're wrong. I don't care if it's a family member or my closest friends. I will not stop arguing until the other person acknowledges that I'm right. Also, I hold grudges. Lol. Procrastinating. I can't bring myself to start anything until a few hours before the deadline when the anxiety starts kicking in. It's making me miserable, but it also works, so I don't see a reason to stop. Okay, I can't relate to that one because even back in school, I got home, I instantly did all of my things. Like even if it was like a paper or whatever that I had to put in like a week later, I would instantly do it just so I had everything done and I could enjoy my free time. I don't know. Ignoring any messages I get so I'm not obligated to respond immediately, because if I do, the other person will go online within seconds and I can risk being forced into a conversation. I low-key feel like an asshole every time I do that, but chatting with people has become so draining and I just want to enjoy my alone time without people contacting me all the time. I get that, but also I don't. Like it's like... Because I'm the person who's always contacting. Having to write everything down every time I leave the house. Like, when do I have to wake up? When do I start getting ready? When do I have to leave the house to arrive on time? How do I get home again? I can't function if I don't have everything planned out in great detail. Also, my time management sucks. Even if I start getting ready an hour earlier than usual, I will still somehow manage to run late. Oh god, okay, I feel obligated to give my cat a kiss every time I see her. Like her face is just so cute, you have to kiss. If she's not in my room, I will just randomly get up and search for her just to give her a kiss, then go back to my room again and carry on with my life. That happens like every 30 minutes. I bite on my lips whenever I'm bored. I don't stop even if I'm aware of it, so my lips just kind of look like shit most of the time. This member's lips obviously don't. They look very kissable. In fact, I'm just making sure no one misunderstands lol. As already mentioned in question 5, I actually have the attention span of a walnut. Okay, I can bring myself to finish a movie in one sitting, 15 minutes, and I get bored, distracted, and stop. I try to continue the next day, watching a few minutes again before getting completely distracted and forgetting I was actually trying to watch a movie. That cycle just continues until I either A, have finished the movie, but don't actually remember anything that happened because it took me days and my memory sucks, or B, decide to just not watch it because it takes so much effort. I've also been blessed with the memory of a walnut, which is why I always take pictures and record stuff when I meet up with someone. I can't imagine how annoying it must be to have someone shove their phone in your face every time you meet. meetup, but like if I don't take photos, I literally won't remember it in a few years. My friends often ask me stuff like, "Oh my god, do you remember when we did this?" And I'm like, "We did this?" So I just decided to save every moment that is precious to me on my phone so that I can look through my gallery in a few years and remember everything we did together. Lol. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, Love the option. I'm not going to do this. Ooh, fun. Okay, you are the funniest. Hmm? Alive, I'm literally in love with you. Your hand in marriage, please. Yes. Okay, this is a great result. Okay, I love this. There you have it. I just took some quizzes for fun. I will link the quizzes down below in the caption, description box, I guess. But yeah, it was really fun just to go through this. I hope you had fun watching this, and I will probably see you guys the next time I'm reacting to something with Bless again.